tuning arm of Mercedes-Benz, AMG has produced some of the finest cars in the world. Unlike most companies who assemble their cars with robotic assembly lines, each AMG vehicle is handcrafted by a single technician. AMG is the most successful team in DTM history.
So someone here wanted me to drive a BMW M4 and another Mercedes and I think an Audi around here, compare them all and do all the sort of clocks and stuff. And I said, yeah, you know, I might as well do that though. But to be honest though, because I usually am fond of like a four-way comparison. And I couldn't find four cars to compare with, because I had the M4. And at the time I had the M4, I had the C63 and I had the Audi RS5, and I was like, yep, that seemed good, but I wanted one more to shake things up, and I couldn't find a good one yet. So, well, now that we have a new Mercedes in town, we have the C63, AMG C63S Coupe. It has I think 4 less horsepower than the old Black Series here. Driving it ever so gingerly now because I haven't full throttled it. But it has, I think, a lot more torque. Its engine's much smaller and it's much lighter. But it's still a muscle car, as I've been told. I'm just not really driving it up to par yet because, one, I'm trying to talk while I'm driving, and two, I'm just going to explain things. But yeah, this is pretty much like sexy Accord-shaped muscle car for Mercedes-Benz, and I mean Accord in a good way because the Accord Coupe looks good, and this looks even better. But those rear lights are definitely from an Accord. You see those? That's from Honda Accord. But I have my 4 cars here now, but I'm going to compare this to the class leader, the M4. Now the M4, as I've said before and earlier in this vid, is pretty much, that car's pretty much, oh, I've gone over it, sorry. It's pretty much the class leader. I mean, it's the M3 Coupe, supposedly, if you follow the M lineage. I mean, you should know by now, that car's been out for what, almost 3 years now? No, not 3 years, I'm an idiot. It's been out for a while. That car's been out for a while, so if you don't know that it's in the M4, then I don't know what planet you are living on. But anyway, the M4 is the class leader. It's always had, well, the M3 is the class leader, that's always has been for a long time. The only car that's ever come close to that was this thing, the Mercedes C63. And the many reasons why, because one, ever since Mercedes put a V8 into the C-Class, it's been even more of a muscle thing. At the same time, it's gotten even more sophisticated. So even with all that power and that massive, all that power and torque, it's still very sophisticated. It just likes putting in a bit more show. Well, especially the Black Series, but plus putting in a bit more show when it's turning. And this is no exception. You can almost sense that when I'm driving it. So I'm full throttle again now here at Spa. Keep it gear 3. Trying to keep it in. Torque is now kicking out and it just wants to step out. See that? Feel the throttle here at the bottom there. The car just wants to start spinning its wheels crazy. See, there it is. Torque just kicks in once I just step on the throttle. It just kicks in. I mean, the M4 is like, there's no exception. Now that thing has 406 for 425 horsepower twin turbo straight six, not V6. I'm an idiot. This has 503 horsepower, 517 pound-feet of torque. So as much power as the AMG GTS, but more torque. And that more torque does mean a lot more presence when you trying to manage a throttle in between these corners here. I'm not even going all out yet. Just like getting myself used to. There it is. See, just wants to start stepping out every time I try and gingerly step on the throttle. You are a muscle car. You're not a tuner. You're a muscle thing. Luxury muscle car. Now, in terms of this could be the M4 in a drag race. Yes. Around courses like this, it's highly likely that it might not. And I don't say this because I'm like BMW infatuated. Well, I am actually, but I'm more Mercedes inclined. I say that because I actually ordered C-Class. This C-Class in sedan form, C300. But I say that because one, it feels heavier than the M4, and I'll compare that clearly with you now after this. And two, all that torque can mean many seconds lost while cornering. It does provide ideal traction, but not as much as the M4. To fifth. But in a drag race, this will pretty much outshine an M4 in every way. So my only concern is the corners, which is pretty much the main issue for most iron block, big old steel muscle cars. Corners is the issue, well, for most muscle cars. Now muscle cars are pretty much track doubles. I mean, look at the GT350 from Shelby. But Mercedes, they build luxury muscle things. Mercedes AMG, they build luxury muscle things. And this is one of the biggest. One of the biggest. And yep, it's back stepped out again. I cannot keep it in line. Torque is pretty much one of the only issues here. Oh, out again. And I'm not even taking the full throttle now. But when you get handed to it, when you get used to it, you can sense that you can control it better. But the fact remaining the same, this has a lot of torque, and that just kicks in once you step on the throttle after braking and exiting a corner. Ugh. Keep it fifth. Yeah, it's a bit quick downshift, but it helped. Yep. Oh, that's too low. But I think you get the basic idea. The C63S is, without a doubt, a muscle car, but I love it because it looks fantastic all the way around. And even though I own one, I mean, I'm not terribly biased, but I don't think this will be the M4. Weight and torque are the issues here, but power-wise, it has ideally a lot more power. But the weight could be an issue, and torque could be an issue around here. But it could be tied, it could not be tied. Oh, it's here and here there, but this could take it at the different straights. But in the corners, the M4 is pretty much ideal. So let's get the M4 and see what we make of that. Alright, so this is the M4. We all know this car anyway. It's been here for a while. It's won several awards, lots of recognition from the best and the worst of them. Now, on paper, or according to Forza 6, this car has 72 less horses than the C63S, but it is 600 pounds lighter than the C63S, and that could mean a great many things in the corners. In the straights, power is probably what's lugging it around here, but in the corners it will get on pretty well, as you can see now. It's just simple work, here, no nonsense, simple work there. That's just me cocking it up, but that's simple work there, no nonsense, no other bricker back there, no other extra play in the steering, and no extra wheel spin from the tires there. It just gets on very well. There it is. Like, from that amount of pressure that I applied on our throttle in the C63, the back was already stepping out, the wheels were already spinning. But in this, it just gets on. Just no extra business at all. There you go. It just gets on like this. And it gets on like this. You just go from one apex to another apex, and you just keep running. This is fantastic. Oh! Oh! Oh, the M4 is so brilliant. There it is. 7-speed dual clutch compared to Mercedes 7-speed G-tronic multi-clutch, as they probably claim. But in reality, it's a 7-speed G-tronic, because it's the same transmission used in the standard C-Class, but I think it's been tweaked AMG style so that it can sport. Oh, I've gone off. So that it can sport that much power, and it can initialize quicker shifts, and probably Sport Plus mode or Sport mode. But overall, M4 showing that it just no business or extra play in the steering or when you're exiting a corner, making this an ideal racing machine around here at Spa. I should have kept it out Gear 4. But overall, man, this thing is all a bit more brilliant. Definitely corners faster than C63. Oh dearie me. Get round corners here, no problem at all. That's incredible. Keep it 3 here. I could actually go back to 2, but I want it. I can just have the torque pick it up from here. There you go. The torque does help too. It does have a lot, 406 pound-feet of torque, but not as much as the C63, which is 517. But that extra amount of torque just demands more wheel spin, and I do feel a bit of wheel spin as I come in through these corners here, but not too much as it will certainly go into a drift. That's just by me cocking it up. But oh, that's not good. How did I do that? Too slow. But overall, man, the M4 is all bits brilliant here. Definitely a faster corner. I wouldn't say probably you take the CC3 in the straights here, but in the corners it's pretty much even game, or even the M4's game. So in the end, it could be an even game. So in terms of comparison, when I've done, I'm gonna grab this car, the CC3, the RS4, and the Lexus RCF. And so I'm gonna choose to compare it to, because ideally those are all in the same class of luxury sport groups, performance sport groups. And the RS5, not the RS4, RS5 actually, not the RS4. The RS5 has more power than this, but it's heavier than this and has all-wheel drive. The RSCF has more power than this, but has less torque. And slightly heavier, and it has like 9 gears compared to this, a comfortable 7. But this has a lot more torque. It's a lot more balanced. So it could be anyone's game, but ideally, what you need to watch for is this against the new boy, the CC3. That's the premier battle there. Let me finish this lap here. But dearie me, this car is still all a bit brilliant. And we're gonna do it here at Spa-Francorchamps. 1 lap. That was wide. There you go. That was slow though. Ah! Give it 3. So much traction here. It's so brilliant. There's so much traction here. It doesn't step out or anything. This remains composed. I love that. I love that. This remains so composed. Oh, that's so brilliant, man. Ah, I've never done that. There you go. There's fine traction there, just completes it. So it could be anyone's game here, to be honest, but the CE63 could have the edge in the straights, but in the corners is definitely this thing. So let's compare all 4: M4, CC3, RS5, and RCF. Enjoy that.